Yeah, so look, guys, I guess you could say that this weekend couldn't get any better, right? With the fact that, Tottenham Hotspur, dismantled Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. You know what I'm saying? They literally dismantled them, they walloped them. You know what I'm saying? And that is actually like 5 defeats now for Manchester City. And this is actually the first time in his career, in his managerial career, has Pep Guardiola lost 5 consecutive games. 5 consecutive games. Remember, he lost to it was Sporting Lisbon 4-1. He lost to Spurs, defeated them twice. They also lost to they lost in it was the Carabao Cup first, right? Against Tottenham. And then they would go on to lose to Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League. And then they'd also go on to lose so it was Sporting. I remember it was Bournemouth as well. It was Brighton. It was first Tottenham, right, in the Carabao Cup. And then it was Brighton away from home. Yes, at the MX Stadium. And then they would go on to lose in the Champions League to Sporting. And then they would go on to lose to Bournemouth, right? And then now they would go on to lose to Tottenham twice. You know what I'm saying? Like now they've lost to Tottenham twice this season. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that is often unheard of, right? That's something that is basically unheard of, where you'd see Manchester City actually losing twice to Tottenham Hotspur in one season. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the cup and in the league, in just a couple of games, right? So this is the first time in his managerial career where Pep Guardiola has actually lost 5 games on the trot. 5, literally. You know what I'm saying? And in that particular instance, Manchester City have gone on to actually concede 13 goals in 5 games. You heard me right. Man City have conceded 13 goals in 5 games. You know, that's not the celebration that you would want for Rodri. You know what I'm saying? Who came and he was actually celebrating his Ballon d'Or victory. Imagine on the day you're celebrating your Ballon d'Or victory and then you get to see your team being hammered at home by Tottenham Hotspur. So James Maddison as well even scored a brace on his birthday. Man, happy birthday to you, man. And that is the best birthday gift you could ever get, man. One of the best birthday gifts. You know, you understand? Scoring a brace at the Etihad. You know what I'm saying? Against, a star-studded Manchester City. A Manchester City team that has actually been dominating the Premier League for the past couple of seasons or so. You know what I'm saying? Doing it against Pep Guardiola. Doing it against a team with the Ballon d'Or winner. You know what I'm saying? James Maddison, we've always known that you have the quality. We've always known. And thank you so much for showing it, for displaying it when it actually mattered. And it's also another matter of fact where a lot of Manchester City fans are actually going to get exposed. These fake, I'm saying the fake ones. You know, the fake Manchester City fans. It's time for them to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's time for them to be exposed. That y'all are not real Manchester City fans. Y'all are just going with the wave. You're just going with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Now that your team has lost 5 games on the trot, you guys are about to get exposed. You're going to return to your former teams like Arsenal and Manchester United, right? And again, what else is the most important talking point? Yes, Tottenham Hotspur has actually even handed Manchester City their heaviest defeat in 7 years. The last time Manchester City lost by more than 4 goals was against Everton at Goodison Park. And we do know who scored, right? Ademola Lookman, who's now in the books of Atalanta in the Italian Serie A, who scored that memorable hat-trick against Bayer Leverkusen, in the Europa League last season. So yes, this is actually Manchester City's heaviest defeat in 7 years, and it came at the hands of Tottenham at the Etihad Stadium. That is even something that is way more unexpected. You know what I'm saying? So look, tough luck, Man City. The other goals also came from Brennan Johnson as well as Pedro Porro. You know what I'm saying? So they were utterly dismantled. They were outclassed. They were outmaneuvered. They were outscored. They were just like, Man City were just like running around in riddles, man. They were just nowhere to be seen, And I guess from this particular moment in time, you get to understand the Rodri effect. This is the Rodri effect. Definitely this is the Rodri effect. It is.